Emmanuel Nkoe here again for African Stars TV. I'm joined by the coach Ronny Kanalelo. 2-0 versus Tigers. A little bit of a derby here in Oshakati. A derby that had a heated first half. A few words were shared on the touchline there. Anything that was said directly?
But for my side, I was quite calm, and I'm just thinking, look, I'm fine. I'm looking for solutions, how to overcome your high energy approach, your aggression, your counter press, your trying to play on the break, and I needed to find solutions. And one of the solutions was obviously to take Awilo out of the central striking position and take him to the left, and bringing Juja to balance out the physical battle with because we know that Mariboy also doesn't like that physical contact, and Juja will give them that, and the more he's trying to get away from Juja, Juja can use that space to be able to keep us in the game, or to give us that momentum to go forward, and that's how the first goal came. But going back in the first half, I mean, it was just a game between the two boxes, a lot of aggression, a lot of they didn't actually give us much trouble. We also didn't give them much trouble because we are trying to get our rhythm, and it was very difficult because you have a Kwesi that they were overpowering, in that central midfield, and Kwesi started to drift out of the central area and move to the sides, to look for spaces, and that overload didn't work for us because you have three players in one line, on the side. So the second half, we immediately said, okay, now we need a bit of steel in the middle, and we brought in Besha, to help us a little bit in the middle to keep us in the game, and but I also told my players that I think first half it was for them, it's over, but second half, once we get our goal, we'll take the steam out of them, and that's what happened. Immediately after we scored, their structure was gone. They were trying to. They changed their game completely. They went for long balls, and with long balls we are quite comfortable with that. With our two central defenders, Uda is good in the air. Roma is good in the air. He can fight for it. Stika is there. Is always reading and taking or picking up all those second balls. And Pesha with his aggression and with compact style of play. We neutralize them in that aspect. And then in the moment we are also trying to see how can we actually strengthen our midfield, and how can we have a bit of the aggression on the side with Paulus coming in, and with Aubrey give us that balance with his clever movement, and also stocky and strong on the ball, and the second part, yes, defensive mistake, but that's what football is about, if they make a mistake, you pounce on it, and it was a second beautiful goal as well. Willow's ball, how classic, just first touch, lay off from Juja in the first half, in the top. That was brilliant. Yeah.
And I mean, a very good substitution from Herrero. He got a little bit of a heavy tackle. I'm sure he's fine, but he added so much aggression in that midfield, which was quite excellent to see from the get-go in the second half. And of course, Paulus and Aubrey doing what they do as substitutions as well. But of course, Kambatu didn't really have his natural game. That's fine. He's allowed to have maybe one of those.
No, I think with Kambatu, he was. I think this.
The physical game.
Yeah, it was a physical game. That's not his type of game. That's one. Number two, I think, wanted to take free kicks to add onto his goal scoring tally. But, I mean, the top goal scorer has 7 goals and he has 4. Only 3 goals, and we still have games, if we go through, obviously. But I think that was too much in his head, to get onto the score sheet, and then he forgot what he needs to do, on the pitch, and he was totally not in there.
But August, lastly, moving forward, of course, the Team Sativa that you wanted are out. They did a good job as a showing of football. But more teams to go. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But same for you guys. Red Army is ready for wherever and whoever we play.
Yeah, of course. I say we don't have control over these things. If we have control over these things and you give us a first preference, we'll take any team that we think we can overcome. Yeah. But on a serious note, we just have to be ready. We have to continue working two more hurdles. First the semi-final and then obviously the major one going into the final. So that's what we are working on too. So that's it. We're working well. We're working well. The players are really working well. They make themselves available for selection, and at the end of the day, us coaches have to decide who are we going with. Yes, and they are mentioning Beshta. He's a very important player for us when it comes to really to get stuck in. To give us that. Power in midfield, really strong, and I mean the first goal, he picked it up and played that pass into Juja, and and that's what I always emphasize on him. I'd always tell him, always get the ball and look for that vertical pass. That's what gets you goals. Sideways, backwards, and hang on to the ball. It takes a little bit of steam out of the game. Get it, control, and that's what it did. Control, and with a second touch, it was a very good ball into Juja, and it was 1-0.
Yeah. And the second goal, as we saw, was the killer.
No, it was a beautiful one. Aubrey with his left foot, and both goals in the same corner, up there, So that's a sweet win.
Picture perfect. Well done, coach. We'll see you at the next one.
Thank you.
Cheers.